That was the Forex pairs. Let's have a look at the commodities before we actually take any more questions. Gold. Now, gold, as you remember, we were expecting gold to give us this pullback last week towards 23.35 and then give us a drop if market wants to drop. Market did do that, dropped, came right back up. Remember, for me, this is telling me that this is a potential structure for a push to the upside. Okay, so this is the upside that will be, looking at in this structure. Silver, similar reaction, similar structure. It did go back up to the zone that we were expecting last week and then came back down. Now, it might test this bottom once more, but it will still be pushing right back up after. But upside is what I'm after in this week as well. USoil let the market crawl to the downside. Remember, this is going to be simply a corrective structure, so we can look for a push to the upside. I do see this one actually market. If it pulls back deeper, you should be looking for a buy setup because minimum market is going to test this top here. Best case scenario, testing this top precisely towards 87 level, this level. Okay. XPT still have some more upside. If market will pull back here, that's your one more push to the upside coming. This time it's going to tap 1050 level. NatGas was expected to tap 2.5, which is where market has ended. From this week onwards, we will start to look for our buy setups. Again, we will test the market. If buys are entering here, we'll enter with them. If they are not going to push the market to the upside to test their stop, they will start to consolidate for testing the 2.0 zone here. Again, in both the cases, you will have plenty of time to get out and plenty of time to take some partials as well. Okay, and also the seasonality is working in the favor of NatGas being bullish in this month. That is the commodities. Let's have a look at the indices. SXY has just been consolidating at the moment. Let the market do that more. It's not ready to go to the upside as an impulse yet, but it will be doing some sort of a messy consolidation for a push to the upside again. The more time it's going to spend here, the bigger the impulse is going to be. Now, all it is going to tell us whether it's going to make something similar like this one here, or it's going to spend some more time making slightly something bigger than this one. As I've mentioned, in both the cases, the longer it takes to correct here, the harder the push is going to be to the upside. GXY has been consolidating to the downside. Any time in this month is going to start to give you something like this. Remember, worst case, this. But in all the cases, is it ready? Not really. Will it be ready in this month? Very likely. Can I enter? Yes. Which strategy? Strategy 3. On what time frame? Daily. I cannot be simpler than that. Okay. CXY has been consolidating. Again, this needs one more break before it goes back up here. This seems like this structure is actually getting slightly messier, which means it's going to make some sort of a messy structure like that before it starts to come back down. US10 is bond yield. We were expecting it to test this bottom and then tap 4.4. Market, instead of tapping that, it started to consolidate here, gave you another consolidation, which was a confirmation for a push to the upside. Clear this gap here, and now clearing this gap as well pretty much in this week before market come back down. From now onwards, no more buys for me. I'm looking for this one to pull back, then a break to the downside. US30 was expected to tap 39.5 and then give us a reaction. It did tap 39.5. Now this is a corrective structure, which means it's a continuation for something similar like this one here or something similar like this. Both the cases, structure is there. It probably would take some more time before it goes back up. It is going to go and test very close to 40K level. But first we need to complete this corrective structure. NASDAQ also has tested the top, which we were expecting last week. Now this needs to pull back a little before it goes back up. Remember, it's not done yet. It will be giving us some messy structure here. I'm expecting a ending structure anytime, from now onwards. It probably would start something like this here, go back up, and then this will happen. S&P also has tapped 5,500 and then started to break down. Remember, this also has a pretty similar structure. Let the market clear this gap here. That's when market will tell us what's next. Russell 2000 also pushed up. Again, this was a corrective structure. One more push to the upside here, and then something similar like this before it goes back up again. But up is the direction I can see in this one here. FTSE has some more downside. I can see this one being a consolidation in the middle here for one more break to the downside before it goes back up. So in all the cases before the general election, if market keeps on dropping to the downside, testing these two bottoms here, then that push will be with the election result. DAX is consolidating. It's going to take some more time here. This is not done yet. Let the market crawl. This is going to spend some time in this zone here. 18.5 to 18K. Within that, you're going to expect some sort of a reaction sideways. Japan 225. If you remember that, a few weeks ago, I've actually given you this as being a trade to the upside when the market was somewhere here. And I did say that to you. From here to there, it's a 3,000 points, and it's going to go and tap 40K. I literally actually wrote it down like this, yeah? Now you can see that where market is at the moment. So all what you needed to do was to just bear this corrective structure here. And again, even that corrective structure, while this was making, I've been actually keep on telling you this is what's going to happen. So if you have missed this one, don't worry. In the month of July, we are going to have many more like this, okay? So pull back, one more push to the upside. Once market has tapped 40K, at that point, you need to see where the JXY is, because at that point, JXY might start to reverse for a bigger pullback, okay? Because remember, I did say that to you, they are going to intervene at some point. At the moment, they are just buying JGBs, and that is pretty much the JGBs, okay? Japan government bonds. And this is why you are going to keep expecting it to keep being bullish. Remember, everything that we are telling you here, it is making sense. Why? Because we are not just looking at the structure, we are looking at the market cycle, we are looking at the geopolitics, we are looking at the fundamentals. We are aligning them all, and we are also keeping an eye on what any country's major figures are telling about that particular instrument. And if everything aligns, then we trade that, okay? And this is why I want you all to understand that it is not that easy to just keep on making money. Yes, you can make money 1 month, 1 week, even for a few months. But one single move, if you don't know exactly what you're doing, can wipe you out. That's why you need a system, you need a community to actually be a part of, who can take you along these bumpy rides, okay? So please make sure you invest in yourself. HSI is correction is happening at the moment. Again, spend some more time, push right back up. It is going to test 18.5. It's just grabbing some more momentum from this. Let the market crawl slowly downside, pushing right back up. There is a fair value gap here as well that can be filled before market push right back up. Now, Aussie 200 also consolidating. It needs some more time for testing this top here. This month, it probably would actually be just keep on consolidating for at least the early part of the month. Later part of the month, perhaps, will be giving us one more push to the upside. Nifty is going smoothly to the upside. Again, anytime from this level here, it can start the break to the downside. We were expecting 24K tap, which is what market has done. Now from this level, we need some sort of a pullback. That is pretty much all the indices. Let's get to the crypto and see what we have.